Aloha Aitia Sahana, welcome back to another Wild Wednesday. Today, we're going to be talking about microplastics. Microplastics are small pieces of plastic that have been broken down into tiny little pieces. Pieces so small, they're nearly invisible to the naked eye. It takes a very long time for plastic to break down, and even then, it never really goes away. It can take up to 500 years for plastic to break down into smaller microparticles that we know as microplastics.
Take a look at this video. Do you see the colorful line along the shore? Have you seen this before on shorelines you visited? This is what microplastics look like. You have probably seen them on the beach in a nice straight line on the shore thinking it's colorful shells. But take a closer look. You will quickly realize that these are not from animals, but from items that came from humans. These plastics not only end up on the shore, but they end up in our marine and terrestrial animals' stomachs.
Right here, I have a pretty long list of different types of plastic, but the ones that I'm going to mention are the ones that we use most common. Let's see if you know a few. Polyethylene terephthalate. High density polyethylene. Polypropylene. I feel like I'm saying that wrong. Let's try one more. This is the last one that's common, and hopefully you know it. And low density polyethylene. I don't even know how to say those words. As you saw, I definitely did not know about any of those. But those common ingredients mixed together are what make up plastic bags, food storage containers, and so much more.
The process of creating plastic involves mixing many harmful chemicals together by heating them up to create a liquid substance. When heating up these chemical mixtures, it creates a very harmful gas, which is released into the air, causing air pollution. Air pollution not only affects the air, but it affects the plants, animals, and humans. Yes, humans!
The accumulation of plastic in the ocean leads to a process called biomagnification, which means the toxins in the plastic our wildlife consume travels up the food chain.
For example, small particles of plastic are in the ocean. Then, the plankton eat the harmful particles. Then, a small fish eats the infected plankton and small bits of plastic mistaking it for food. Now, a bigger fish comes and eats the small fish, also consuming the plastic toxins. Then a bigger predator, like a shark or a human, eats said fish without knowing. We are consuming the toxin in the plastics the original little plankton ate. Marine and terrestrial life are not only affected by the toxins in the plastic, but since they're eating all these tiny plastics, it's not leaving enough room for nutritious foods. When their stomach feels full, they aren't able to eat their diet, and eventually the animals die from starvation. Remember that if adult seabirds are mistaking plastic pieces for food, they will also be feeding it to their chicks. So let's get out there and take action. When you go to the beach, bring gloves and a bag. Here at the Honolulu Zoo, we love to use old feed bags. It's a great way to recycle. Gather what plastics you can to prevent our wildlife from eating it. If you see something gross, don't touch it, and please ask an adult to help you out.
Wildlife is so diverse, and we must do our best to keep it that way. Biodiversity means a variety of species in one place, and the Hawaiian Islands is an epicenter for unique species.
Look out for local organizations that host beach cleanups. They have the tools to help reduce the microplastics we see on our beaches.
However you left your spot on the beach or your rest stop for a hike, leave it better than you found it. Mahalo for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Ahui ho!